let's talk about some video games. So the last couple videos been looking at VHS and Beanie Babies. Today I want to look at video games, see how much those are selling for, see what the most valuable ones are. So we're going to look at eBay, look at the highest sold listings for the last few months. We're looking at auction only, so no buy it nows. We'll see how many bids there were, how many people bid, what the starting price was, and what it sold for. So we'll look at the top 15 of those. You'll see in a lot of these listings that they were graded by a company called WATA Games, WATA. So it's similar to sports card grading. So they'll look at the video game you send in and give it a grade, and that can increase the value depending on the grade. So number 15, we have World of Warcraft, the Vanilla Collector's Edition. That's factory sealed. Has unused codes as well. This one had a starting bid of $4,000, which is quite high. This person obviously knew the value of what they had. It ended up selling for $10,100. It received 25 bids from 7 different bidders over the course of 10 days, and that was on April 16th. And in the description here, the seller says that he actually purchased this game back on launch day in 2004, so he's been holding on to it for 17 years. Nice little investment there. I'm sure he didn't pay nearly what he sold it for. Number 14, one of my favorite games, and I feel like a game that doesn't get enough credit in the Super Mario Brothers series, Super Mario Brothers 2. I actually really liked this game growing up. This is for the NES. It had a starting bid of 1 penny and ended up selling for $10,100, so quite the jump there. And it had 39 bids from 12 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on April 2nd. And it says that the game is in mint condition. It's even got sealed, and it even has the hang tab from the how it hung in the store, which is kind of cool. Number 13, another Super Mario Brother video game. This one for the Super NES. It's Super Smash Brothers. Not a game I ever really got into, but I know it is quite popular. This one had a starting price of $14.70, and it sold for $10,500. It received 70 bids from 17 bidders over the course of 10 days, and that was on April 1st. This is factory sealed. The seller says there are some creases on the back corners and sides, and there's a small spot where the box is coming through the plastic on the bottom right. So a few imperfections, but still sold for quite a bit of money. Number 12, we have the first of many Pokemon video games. This one is Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy. This is the first rated video game. It's rated a 9.4. It's factory sealed, and it had a starting bid of $99.99, and it sold for $11,211. Received 48 bids from 28 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on April 18th. The seller says it does have the tiniest dent in the bottom left corner, but otherwise is virtually flawless, which if it got a rating of 9.4, that's probably true. Number 11, we have Castlevania for NES. This is factory sealed. It got a VGA grade of 80. Starting bid of 99 cents, and it sold for $11,600. Received 41 bids from 17 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on February 28th. And this one also has the original hanger tag, similar to the Super Mario Brothers 2 game. The seller says that there is some light wear on the shrink wrap on the front of the game, but otherwise is in great condition. Number 10, we have Pokemon Emerald from 2005 for the Game Boy. Sealed, never opened. Had a starting bid of $2,000, so again another high starting point, but it ended up selling for $12,100. Received 39 bids from 11 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on April 24th. The seller originally received this as a gift when the game was new, but he's never been into Pokemon, so he just left it in a bookcase. So nice little thing for him to have held on to for all these years. Got this probably $50 present turned into $12,000 today, so good on him for holding on to that. Number 9, another Pokemon. We have Pokemon Red. This one graded 8.0 by WATA. It had a starting bid of $99.99 and sold for $12,300. It received 46 bids from 23 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that ended on April 18th. It says the game has minor creasing on the bottom side and a small crease on the back bottom left corner. Overall, very nice eye appeal and great condition. Number 8. So this is a game I've never heard of. Kid Clown for NES. This one had a starting bid of $99.95 and it sold for $12,350. 51 bids from 13 bidders over the course of 7 days. And that was on April 12th. It's factory sealed. There's only a crease on the right top flap. Number 7. Probably one of the most popular original NES games, Super Mario Bros. 3. Looks like this is sealed, and it received a grade of 9.2 from WATA. Starting bid of $500 and a sale price of $12,455. 28 bids from 11 bidders over 7 days. That ended on April 22nd. And it says the condition is like new, so this one I don't believe is even sealed. It looks like this has been opened, and he still was able to sell it for $12,500. Number 6, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories for Game Boy Color. This one is factory sealed and comes with limited cards. The starting bid was 99 cents and it sold for $15,001. It had 70 bids from 17 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on March 18th. Number 5, we have another Pokemon Red for Game Boy. This one factory sealed with an 8.5 grade from WATA. Starting bid of $1 and a sale price of $18,600. Received 49 bids from 19 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on April 18th. Number 4, we have our second Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories video game. This is Game Boy Color. Graded 9.6 by WATA. Starting bid of 99 cents and sold for $21,334. Insane. 40 bids from 18 bidders over the course of 7 days, and that was on March 26th. Number 3, the original Super Mario Bros. 1 for the original NES. Starting bid of 1 penny, and it sold for $25,210. The original shrink wrap and the original case. Received 57 bids from 15 bidders over the course of 10 days on April 5th. Seller says that there is a crease on the front, which you can see in the picture, some white showing on corners, one very small hole on the cover of the S, and one very small hole above the O, but otherwise in great condition. So not brand new, so it is brand new, still in the shrink wrap, but there is some damage to the case and still sold for $25,000. Number 2. So this will be the highest selling single game, because number 1 is actually 3 games. So number 2, highest selling single game, Chrono Trigger for Super NES. Starting bid of $35 and sale price of $27,340. Which is just insane to me that somebody would pay that much for a video game. 50 bids from 20 bidders over the course of 10 days. That ended on February 15th. And it doesn't look like there's any significant damage to the game. And it's not even graded and sold for that much. And so number 1 is 3 games. It's going to be Pokemon Red, Yellow, and Blue for the Game Boy. Had a starting bid of 99 cents and sold for $31,700. Received 77 bids from 21 bidders, and that was just in 1 day. So I'm curious what this would have sold if he would have had it go for at least 7 days. Could have gotten significantly more money. But nonetheless still sold for the most money here. So the blue was rated a 9.2, the red 8.5, and yellow 8.0, and all by WATA. So there you have it. That is the top 15 highest selling video games at auction on eBay. Some surprising things in my mind. Just $25,000 plus for a video game is just, it's a lot of money. Serious collectors out there, I guess. So if you have some Game Boy games, Super Mario Bros. Games lying around that still have the original packaging, might be worth sending in to get graded, might be able to get decent money. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and we will see you next time.